And just select the parts you want to have this color. It's Furman brown, no, vomit brown. And just paint the stuff. If you screw up and paint over a part you don't want to have paint on yet, it doesn't really matter, because you can fix it by painting it all black again, but or the part black. But or you can wait until I do the wash, and that will, the washes are very watered down, paint that seeps into all the little cracks and stuff, and that makes awesome stuff. So I'll keep on painting this, and then let you show the finished product. I got another kind of painting technique for you. On the top of the weapon there is this very narrow line, and just use the side of your brush to kind of pick out this detail. It works kind of okay. Top of the gun. It's easier to control where the paint is going if you use the sides for this kind of thing, because if you use the tip you can go off the area. Okay. Alright, so all the parts I wanted to be vomit brown are now painted up, and I'm going to do a wash. Of course, you don't have to use the color I used. You can just substitute your own colors. But yeah, what I do for the wash is I take, for this color, I take a brown, scorch brown for this one, and I shake it up first, and then I water it down. Just take the paint, take the mixing thing, and just put in, here it is, a lot of water, even more, so that it's really watery, so it will the paint or the wash, let's see, will seep into every crack and stuff. Oh, I forgot a part down here. There's the apps thing. Those need to be painted as well, I think. Of course you can paint it however you like, but I like to do it that way. But for the wash, cover the whole of the armor, and this will make it a little bit browner, but that's not well, it doesn't really matter, because we're going to do next thing we're going to do is another layer of vomit brown, which will bring the color back, but this is just to make a shadow effect. It will end up really nice. So if you don't believe me, just try, for the noobs. A wash takes a long time to dry, so and make sure it's really dry before you start painting again, because you will mess up the effect. Okay, I'll be back when it's dry. Alright, so the wash is almost dry now. I think it's dry enough. So we're going to bring the color back because it's way darker now, not as nice as it used to be. So we're going to do another layer, but this layer is way easier because you don't have to do all the pieces. And just bring the color back. This wash also fixed some mistakes I made by going over the black, the parts I want in between the armor I wanted to leave black. Some of the parts I actually painted over in it was an accident, but and this brought the shade back into those parts. So I'm just painting, I'm just bringing the color back, and after everything is the right color again, I will be back. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, the parts you want to leave darker, like for instance, wait, alright, for instance, there's a ridge here. You can leave that darker because that would be a place where shadows might be. So I left a little thin line over here in between this area of the sticky bit of the helmet. I left a thin line there with a darker color, so that would be a nice shady effect. So I finished the coat of vomit brown now. I also adjusted the camera angle a bit. I hope you can see not better now how I did things. See the highlighting on the legs there. We're now going to do the highlight of the armor. I'm going to do that by mixing up vomit brown with what's it called again? Bleached bone. I'm going to start the first highlight. Just the edges of the armor. Pick them out and just give them a thin line of paint around the edges. Also the gun, of course. You can do as many highlights as you like, but don't forget, each time the lines need to get thinner. And lighter. The colors need to be lighter every time too, or it wouldn't be a highlight. I'll continue this and then I will show you finished product. Okay, so the first highlight is done now, and it doesn't really show on camera. No. You can see the line. So I think I'm going to do another one, an even lighter one. Maybe it will show up on camera. You never know. And it will make the model look better. So I'm going to do a finer highlight, finer lines, and maybe it will show up. I'm looking for my lighter color here. I'm not going to do this on every part. Just maybe some higher parts. Well, there's also another highlight we must do. The highlight of the black part, right there, on the gun, and I have some grenade things over here that are black too. So and the belts and stuff. And after that we can do the details. Alright, so the details are this thing here, this screw, the lenses of the gun. Wait a second. The lenses on the helmet, of course. The emblem, the Tau emblem. The other one, what was there? Some of the buttons on the hand, and then I always do some striping on the helmet and with this one. If you see it here, some squad markings. I'm going to start with the lens on the helmet. I'm doing this with Regal blue, just a dark blue. Just put it on the lenses. Just let it dry for a minute. So the Regal blue is on now, and there's on the lens there's a small ring that's very handy for doing the highlighting. I'm using ice blue for the second layer, and only doing the edge of the lens. Doing this very carefully. This is a very small detail. And the ice blue really works really well with the yellow of the vomit brown. Let's see if no, you can't really see, but it's really nice. And I finish it up with a little spot of white. And that's the lenses. There's also a lens on the gun. It just works the same. Use a darker color for the base, then around that a lighter color, and then maybe another lighter color, and then a white spot to make it look like a lens. Try it. For the squad markings, I do this with this one and do it on the gun because there's a room for it. Just do a stripe, a little boxy thing on the end. Oh, I fucked up. Well,